Biden calls Putin brutal tyrant.
Here's a summary of the article.
Your profile can be used to present content that appears more relevant based on your possible interests, such as by adapting the order in which content is shown to you, so that it is even easier for you to find content that matches your interests. Content presented to you on this service can be based on your content personalization profiles, which can reflect your activity on this or other services, possible interests and personal aspects. Information regarding which content is presented to you and how you interact with it can be used to determine whether the content e.g. reached its intended audience and matched your interests. Reports can be generated based on the combination of datasets regarding your interactions and those of other users with advertising or content to identify common characteristics. Information about your activity on this service, such as your interaction with ads or content, can be very helpful to improve products and services and to build new products and services based on user interactions, the type of audience, etc. Content presented to you on this service can be based on limited data, such as the website or app you are using, your non-precise location, your device type, or which content you are interacting with. Certain information is used to ensure the technical compatibility of the content or advertising, and to facilitate the transmission of the content or ad to your device.
This post received a score of 5,300, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
He lives off that. Call him gay. Talk about how much cum he chugs to stay fit.
This made me laugh.
He gave flowers to Angela Merkel. He's a gentleman tyrant.
He also scared her with his dog.
Then let Ukraine do its job.
Let them cook. Russian assets located in Russia.
This is hardly news. Putin has been called far worse just this week, probably today in fact.
Less than an hour ago I called him a murderous cunt.
You are risking everything right there, bro. Stay safe.
I live in a greenhouse.
Local man dies after jumping 3 times from the 18th floor of a 1-story greenhouse. Leaves behind suicide note in Cyrillic praising Putin as fair and just elected official. Family could not be reached for statements due to a sudden vacation to a state-sponsored vacation camp in Siberia.
That's very generous of Biden to call him that. Looks like we're trying diplomatic flattery.
Breaking news. The air contains oxygen.
If you're lucky.
But please don't attack his weapons inside his country while he bombards you from across the border. We have to appease him.
Trump calls him a pal and a confidant, and he's not ashamed to say that he hopes it will always stay this way.
It's so easy to manipulate American conservatives. All Putin had to do was an interview with Tucker Carlson, say that American liberals are dumb and that Trump's his homie, and conservative support for him went through the roof. If Hitler was alive today, he could get conservative support so easily.
Greater than all Putin had to do was an interview with Tucker Carlson, say that American liberals are dumb and that Trump's his homie. It sounds even more funny if one recalls that in his interview with Carlson, Putin clearly voiced a preference for Biden, calling him a more experienced and predictable old-school politician.
What was really funny is Carlson brown-nosed Putin so hard. Afterward Putin called it boring, lacking any sharp questions. And Carlson didn't challenge Putin on a single falsehood.
Someday hopefully the human race can figure out a way to not let a single person snap their fingers and cause massive amounts of death.
That's not an insult in Russia. He loves being called it in front of his people.
Honestly, Putin probably loves when Biden calls him a tyrant. It makes him sound tough and dangerous.
Cool. Now send air-launched cruise missiles and let Ukraine bomb Russian airbases in Russia.
I feel that's a compliment in his eyes though.
Call him shorty.
In Russian news the particular phrase was either omitted, or translated as butcher. We have the word for tyrant and it's very similar.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.